Let's see. Is there anything that we should be... Oh, that's so expensive. I wanted to take a look at the upgrades for stuff. Just see what it does. Patched conics visible. Max power. Don't care about that. Research. Development. Okay, here we go. Can perform EVAs. Okay. That would be a lot of our money. But that seems good for some science. Can place flags. I might pick that up. Let's see. Screams geometrically. Sorry, my roommate just texted me. What if it's too much trouble? Okay. Thanks for coming in here and knowing the shit out of some science. Very cool. So, let's put, like, I'm thinking we put a decoupler and then like a less engine, like a less crazy one with like liquid fuel, and we use it to control and get to where we need. So basically, I'm saying we don't even use the hammer booster to do the hammer booster challenge. I don't know. Seems okay. We don't have to tell anybody. Oh, you like Evangelion? Yeah, of course. We watched it together. Of course you do. So I think we're gonna probably need fuel. Maybe we'll try to SpaceX this a little bit. Can you give me any insight into these fuel tanks? I know there's something about your mass. Like, essentially, if you just keep adding on fuel and stuff, you're just weighing down and you're not going to do a great job launching, right? So is this even a viable thing to use so much fuel? Hideki Anno, the guy who created it, has got a film coming out soon called Shin Kamen Rider. I know you're a big Kamen Rider fan, Rich. So looking at these, we were looking at the atmosphere, KN. What is that? What's the K for? Like, I can't remember my science things. God, I would fail all my math stuff right now. All my DE2, I don't remember anything. My heat equations. So maybe the Reliant? The LV T45 can deflect its thrust to add... Okay, to aid in craft control. That seems good. T30. This game is so cool. There's just so much going on here. I'm also glad that it doesn't throw everything at me. So this is 205, and then this is 167. I honestly think maybe we go with the cheaper one. It seems to have more thrust in the atmosphere. Yo, I can see what you mean about the Terrier. It doesn't have a ton of power, but it's very efficient. I guess we just gotta try one. It doesn't really matter. Dry mass, so this weighs less. Okay, we'll just give this one a shot. Let's see. So you do have oh, that's exactly, diminishing returns. Thank you. Diminishing returns. Oh, no one's making a thrust joke? Welcome, Twilight. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to do some rocket scientist with my rocket scientist friend here. You do have diminishing returns coming from just adding on more fuel. To measure what you can actually do with a given amount of fuel and engine, one tends to look at the delta V. Yes, I learned delta V a little bit. Like, I've seen that. I'm familiar. And so delta V is just your, like, total velocity. I can't remember my math stuff. So, given amount of fuel and engine, one tends to look at delta V instead of what is the blue value given for MSs in each stage. As for fuel tanks, it's complicated. Okay. So I think we're just going to keep tinkering then, and we'll see what happens. And then our aerodynamics isn't so great here. Let's try 4 of these. And am I right in thinking you want your aerodynamics to be kind of with your center of mass? It's the difference in velocity that a given stage can give you after it burns out. Okay. Well, hopefully you have like a 30-hour science tutorial on YouTube. I can just listen to you tell me science things. So. Oh, I have to remember, if we stage this, then this one won't have fins, so I need more fins. It just feels like actually fun to make mistakes in this game, which is something that I'm so grateful for. Our engineer report, we can do 5 more pieces, but I think I'm okay. You want to? Oh, you want a smidge below? Okay. So let's reduce this. And I just want to make sure they don't get decoupled. Okay, that should be a-okay. This decouples that. Okay, we'll give it a shot. I'm gonna rename this. This is now the castle. We're off the dapper. We're on the castle. Castle Mark 1. Save it. You have this. Oh goodness gracious, that's so scary. I changed my Oh hey. Goodness gracious. I literally don't understand. I didn't know anybody could subscribe. What does that even mean? I only know about follows and stuff. I don't know what that means. Okay, so you wanted a smidge below. Okay, hold on. Let me go back because I want to make sure I understand this. Twitch is a prankster. So you actually wanted a smidge below. The closer they are together, the closer you get to marginal stability. The further behind the center of mass your center of lift is, the more stable you are. Okay, that makes sense, because you're trying to push it from behind. You're trying to put the force from behind the object. So if you have your center of lift in the front, then it's unstable. Maneuverability and stability are mutually exclusive. And I want to make sure SAS is on before we take off. And so if you make something more stable, the less it will want to turn. Okay, that totally makes sense. So our goal here on this one is we're going to try to get to 24 to 3,000. We can even hit it on the way down, but I think we'll be hitting at too fast of a speed. Okay, let's go for it. Oh, that's pretty slow. I think I might have done too much fuel and it's real slow now, real fat. Because we don't have a ton of liquid fuel either. And then I think our hammer booster will go hardcore. It's going to be way too much. So we'll get rid of that. Let's see where this takes us first, right? Let's look at what's going on. I want to see where this takes us. Okay, we've got the speed going on. We're losing speed, so it's not going to be okay. Okay, let's spin a little bit. This is so cool. Okay, let's do it. I guess I could eject it early if I really needed to. Let's try to go a little bit more sideways instead of straight up, I guess. Oh my god, this engine is crazy. Let me just kick it off. That thing is insane. Holy shit. Oh my god, look at that. Sorry this is in the way. Oh my goodness. So we overshot and we're going 4 to 10 times faster. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Well, thank you for subbing to YouTube. Thank you so much. You're my 10th subscriber. I've been just doing all this as a really fun project. And I feel like I'm learning a lot about video editing. Thank you very much, Twilight. That means a lot to me. Can we get a little science out of this at least? No. I really appreciate you guys watching me flail in this game. Bro, so like me, I personally, I have a lot of issues with like feeling locked up and like anxiety and stuff. But with this, I just don't feel afraid to mess up, you know? It just feels like you can just learn from each one. So it doesn't feel so scary, which I like. Okay, so we definitely overshot our speed. Let's see. Oh yeah, so you get it, Twilight. Like it's given me something to do during the day, and it makes me feel a lot better. Like even just having a video processing or something like that, it makes me feel like I'm actually making a little bit of progress. This thing is gonna come in hot. So I believe the fact that these are red right now is telling us essentially we're moving too fast for it to work, if I'm understanding it correctly. Also, let me finally get this staging right. I want to do just this one first. I want to see how effective just this parachute is. I know you can revert and stuff like that. I'm about to read your comment, Castle, but I'm trying to not really kill people. You know, I'm trying to kind of play it like a little more realism hardcore. So, Castle said, as for the mechanics of why it works, it has to do with the resultant torque. Okay, so the fin will produce a lift force. Okay, so I do know some plane stuff. So lift force proportional to its angular difference to the direction of travel. I'm so glad that I'll have this on a VOD, because I promise you, I'm going to take what you've said and go Google it later, watching the VOD, so I can understand it more. But I really sincerely appreciate you writing all this. And so let's see. Let me restart so I can have the right idea here. So the fin will produce a lift force proportional to its angular difference to the direction of travel, technically direction of the wind. Okay, so if you increase that angle of lift on the fin, okay, so if you increase that angle, the lift on the fin will increase. Okay, the average lift is right in that aerodynamic center. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, we made it. So we can take off these other parachutes, or we can bring a big rocket home. Let me get back to that comment. So if you increase the angle, the lift on the fin will increase. The average lift is right in that aerodynamic center ball. You increase the lift, the torque will try to rotate the nose back into the direction of travel, given the center of lift is behind the center of mass. If you increase the lift, the torque will try to rotate the nose back into the direction of travel, given the center of lift is behind the center of mass. Okay, center of lift, center of mass. I'm glad they have those buttons so you can see all this. Twilight said, I think when you got a good community, it feels okay to mess up because you know the people aren't going to judge you. Yes, absolutely. Like, I don't feel paranoid that Mr. Rocket Scientist is going to be like, why don't you know rocket science? What's going on? So you hit the nail on the hammer. You know, I just try to be a very upfront and honest person. So when I'm scared, you'll know, you know? And when I'm happy, you'll know. Okay, okay. So using what he just told us, I want to look at these three. So essentially, having the center of thrust behind right there, and we'd want the fins down. But kind of flailing here for our goal. It might be easier to go with hauling the flea instead of this hammer. We might give up on it for now. Because we're getting up higher. Maybe we need to go more sideways. Like prograde is right. Prograde and retrograde. Maybe we need to be more prograde and go sideways, less fast. So this liquid fuel engine had a hard time lifting us because we weighed so much. Maybe. Let's see. This game also has a community open to making mistakes. Everybody has been down that painful road of failures. The whole game is based on making something, having things go wrong, taking the right conclusions from the wrongs, and then adapting. Yes, you've hit it here perfectly. I'm trying to, test for my control, test for my variables. You know, don't try to do too many things at once. Okay, so this is our hammer. I think, in your expert opinion, flame thingy go whoosh. Does that help build the space ballista? Yeah, I do reckon. Okay, so we definitely can't activate this thing because it's just going to be way too much. Okay, so basically somebody's going to be streaming soon that I watch with everybody every night. So we're going to do one last launch here tonight, and then I'll probably be back tomorrow. I think I'm just going to start trying to chew on this at night. And then maybe in like a year or two, you guys can come back and I will have achieved this goal of getting this thing there. So I'm going to test for two things here. This time I'm going to try to not decouple the hammer. I want to see if I can bring it back with the parachutes. And we're going to test just slapping two big rockets on the side and see what happens. So if you can tweak the thrust and the fuel and the SRB. Okay. Is that like you're talking about the shift and the control thing? Because I wasn't sure how to increase my shift and control. Like, I didn't know if the solid fuel booster doesn't have control. Does only the liquid one do that? Does that make sense? So we're gonna stick big rockets and do big thing real quick. Ooh, not 4, just 2. That's one thing that is a little annoying, having that trigger. I just want this to lay flat, but it's not laying flat for me. So on the SRB, you can't do it in the flight. Okay, okay. But you can do it in the editor. Oh, I see. SRBs are big candles. We've been making them since the 1300s. Alright. This one's just gonna be for fun. We'll learn a little bit and get on out of here. Ooh, ugh. That doesn't look good. I'm gonna be honest. Let's pull these fins off for now. That doesn't seem okay, but maybe it is. Okay, we'll put caps on it. And then we'll do some fins. So I gotta remember that these things are gonna get kicked off in stages. Okay, let's see. So if you want to do it, you can just right click on the part and then pull the slider. Okay, I have seen that. I do know what you're talking about. Right click, this. Okay. And that changes that. That's really good to know. So then essentially the hammer, we could just reduce it so it doesn't. Let's try 30%. That's a really good thing to know. Next time I'm going to come off and probably, sorry, next time I play, I'm going to probably take these rockets off. Honestly, now that you told me that, that's all I need to know. F the rockets. Thank you for that tip. And let's just make sure I'm not gonna... Okay, that decouples there. So we can actually afford to bring these down. More like he was saying. So if you were looking for... Oh, by the way, if you're looking for a specific value inside the parts menu, there's a hashtag at the top right. Okay, let's see. A hashtag? Okay. Ah, excellent. Excellent. That's so good to know. So you could bring less fuel. Okay, this is really good to know. We got our Kerbal expert. Okay. Okay, we'll call that good enough, and we're gonna save and launch. This is the Castle Mark II with little changes. So we're gonna see how using this hammer, changing the thrust amount, hopefully it'll give us what we need. I appreciate it. I really appreciate the tools of the trade. Yeah, this throttle thing. Okay. Gotta turn it a little bit. We're not. Ooh, we're not straight. Ooh, we're not straight. Ooh, we'll be all right. I'm trying to use, like he said, basically I'm trying to use these fins to get me some lift to bring it back up. Okay, that's good. So let's see where we're gonna go right now. Okay, so we're going 300 meters. I don't think we're gonna quite get there. You would enjoy us just to... Yeah, exactly, right? So it's... I'm bouncing between chaotic rocket and... Like, okay, so we've got our speed. We're about right on the speed. We do need some more height. So let's see how turning this rocket down works for us. So I didn't balance this rocket right. I should have taken the stuff off. Ooh, it's too back fat. Maybe if I had done it sooner. I think I'm going to do this one more time, and then I'll call it. Yeah, I basically just made a missile. This is not good. Oh no. That's just a missile. Well, that's not good. Oh, that's no, it's just a bullet. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Well, if you ever need to figure out how to put rifling on Kerbals, that's how you do it. So, okay. So keep in mind that lift is a vector quantity. So if your nose goes down, it will try to pull the nose up. But if your nose goes up, it will try to pull it back down. It will always try to go towards the prograde marker. Okay, it's stable. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, we got it this time. Oh, I forgot to put the throttle on. My bad. That might botch things. Ugh. A boring high school play, Lynn. Okay, thank you, Kevin. I really appreciate it. Thank you for freaking feeding me, man. I sincerely appreciate it. Oh, so you just got back. So are you guys about to be streaming? Because I was going to stop and then just, you know, you guys do your thing. So you let me know, Lynn, what's going on.
Hey, there's my friend.
Oh, goodness. Yes, indeed. Oh, Castle, thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. This looks a lot better. I think it was the piloting error, not the ship necessarily. I like that you can spin. That's fun. So I want to go more sideways. We're still cooking too much. I'm gonna go to like a whole physics lecture tomorrow so I can understand everything you told me today. Let's see. Oh, you're peeing while you chat? Excellent. Gotta pee first. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so... Thank you very much again, Kevin. Some more Kerbal Space knowledge. Advanced Tweakles gives you more settings on the chutes. Okay, good to know. Deploy chute, remove from symmetry. So, again, botched the mission, but, you know, it looks cool. Let's see, where are we going? I can't even fathom that we do this stuff in real life. That is insane to me. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Okay, so they're gonna do Hollow Knight? Gotcha. You got back from Chicago, okay. So Skylar's been treating you this week. Oh, well, thank you. Sincerely, thank you for spreading the love at this very difficult time. Gotta pee first, pee safe. The chute icon background color tells you... Okay, yes. So it's red, so if we were to pull it out right now, the chutes would just explode and we'd be screwed. Thank you, good to know. However, you can overwrite that safety. It can come in useful during some circumstances. In an ideal world, you would never have to use it, but you can get out of a pinch. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Well, Lynn, I'm doing much better. Was not doing so hot last night. I'm running on like 2 hours of sleep right now. But... Okay, so... We're just going way too fast still. So I think maybe bring less fuel, less thrust, so we don't go as much. So we'll tweak it tomorrow. We'll work on the main ship. We'll pull it all apart. We'll figure the balancing. Because what I'm noticing... Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I need to kick that boy off. I know it can explode, right? If it gets too hot. So if I put a radiator on... Because we failed our second objective that I wanted to do here. I kind of wish I had a box on the screen saying what we were trying to accomplish. Because I wanted to try to bring that rocket back to save money. But this was still... I've never failed so much in the game and done absolutely nothing, basically, and had so much fun. It's very cool. But yes, thank you. Thank you, Lynn. So, yes, deploy mode. They would most likely rip, but that is an assumption, not a guarantee. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Twilight, Lynn, you guys are going to be, you guys just best friends, I promise. Lynn is a character. And I'm just waiting to deploy the chute. Oh, this is so cool. I noticed this before, this atmosphere meter. So we're falling 3,000 meters per second, so essentially 10 seconds, 9. We'll slow it way down. Essentially, I want to land quicker, but not fast. I'm tired of it taking too long, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to do a better job. Okay, well this was literally so much fun. This was so cool. So are you good? Are you good to go, Lynn? Okay, by the way, down to your right of your altimeter is your vertical velocity. Okay. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Okay, this is really good to know. Light, toggle gear, and this. Okay. And we upgraded, didn't we? So can we EVA? Oh no, we did not get that upgrade. Okay. So you don't need to count down to see how fast you're going up or down. Oh, okay. I'm definitely going to learn apoapsis and periapsis and all these things. We're going to learn some science. Let me recover this. Okay, so yes, what we will do next time is we're going to rip this rocket apart and we're going to fix it. And well, I just want to thank you guys all for hanging out and talking to me, and thank you so much, Castle, for coming through and basically being our literal rocket scientist in a rocket science game. Thank you, Twilight, for coming through. It's always fun to see you, and I do plan on playing Inscription again, so I know you will be helpful for that. Hopefully we'll see Wiggly as well. Wiggly was got up to challenge level 11. Oh, thank you very much. That means a lot. Let me do some of these streamer things, right? So first, let me do this. I guess I need a closing, not a starting. I just added this today. Don't be mad. It's fine. And are our friends, are they ready? No. So I'm just gonna end it. I'll talk to you guys all later. Thank you so much. Does anybody have somebody that they want me to raid? Because I was gonna raid, you know, Cosmic and Lynn, but they're just not ready yet. Oh, you're ready? Okay, then I'll just raid you guys. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Cosmic Blizzard. Basically the whole reason I started streaming is purely because of a mix of a lot of Cosmic Blizzard. So Dave, Active Mom's son, he streams, and I got inspired to try it, you know, because you sit around and you just want to do something more. You want to learn things, right? So this is a way for me to complete games, to talk to people, socialize, learn, actually follow through on things and finish stuff. And it's forced me to make videos and edit it and just learn a whole lot. And I just want to thank you guys all for truly, I had a horrific night and day and everything, so you all really pulled me up today. So thank you so much. And I wish you all the best. And I'm just waiting for Cosmic. There he is. Alright, thank you guys so much. I'm going to start the raid. I love you all, truly. Thank you. Big love, big hearts. On, yeah, my Santa thing. On Twilight, on Castle, on Kerbal, on Dylan, on Active Mom, on Ivo Asleep. Bye, everybody. Let me raid now. Go.